Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today at the Seawarren Waterfront to announce a grant from the state of New Jersey to Woodbridge Township for this fantastic project, which started a couple of years ago and it's going to continue for a couple of more years. But I want to start by introducing the person responsible for getting us a $4 million grant from the fiscal 2024 state budget. He's a longtime Woodbridge resident. He's been an assembly person for, this is his 12th year, right? 14th year. A longtime personal friend of mine and a longtime advocate for people in town. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce my good friend, Assemblyman and current Speaker, Craig Coughlin.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and thanks everybody for being here. Thanks to the Woodbridge team, and Mayor, I appreciate the credit for the grant, and certainly proud of the work that we've done. But I have two terrific partners who are equally responsible for the success of that, namely to my immediate left, Assemblywoman Yvonne Lopez and Senator Joe Vitale, who's not feeling well today and couldn't be with us. Without that team, the money that we're able to bring back to the district just wouldn't be possible. And so thank you for that accolade. Thanks for recognizing that. You know, we have worked hard as a team to make sure that the communities within our district have received the resources that they need, and this is one of those things, because when you look around here, what you really should see is the future, and it's a beautiful and bright future for what it is. You know, this is a parcel that was, and a facility that was stagnant over the course of time, but with the extraordinary, and I mean that sincerely, extraordinary leadership of Mayor McCormick and his team to our left. To Carol and to Vito and to Councilwoman McAuliffe, and who else is up here? Oh, and Heather, thank you, and Heather, putting it together, all of the projections for the future, all of the things that are going to make this a special place that we're all going to enjoy for decades to come, just doesn't happen. And so too for so many other things. Last week we were just down the road talking about the Cypress Hills facility and the funding that was coming there to complete that extraordinary project as well. It's about moving forward. It's about making things better, and I don't think there's anybody who's done it better than John McCormick and his team. You know, he has a terrific council who works together with him to do that. And I'll let him talk about the process and the projects in specific terms in just a minute. But I'm so proud of the work that we have done in the legislature to bring together all that it took to get the resources here to make this project a real success. And I'm happy and proud to be here with my friends and colleagues to celebrate the next big step in what is going to be ultimately will be a really beautiful place for Woodbridge folks to come and enjoy. And so, Mayor, thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for all you're going to do. And I'll turn the microphone back over to you.
Thank you very much, Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin, a Woodbridge native. Now I'd like to ask Yvonne Lopez, Craig's partner in the New Jersey General Assembly from the city of Perth Amboy, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Every budget cycle, I am proud to join my district mates in advocating for the needs of communities we represent. And today's announcement is yet another example of Woodbridge Township's vision to expand availability of amenities for its residents. Under the leadership of Mayor McCormick, the Seawarren Marina has undergone a significant transformation since the severe damage it sustained in Hurricane Sandy. And the funding secured in the budget will allow the marina to enter its next phase of development with the dredging of Smith Creek. This enhancement will allow for new slips to be installed along with other critical improvements that will prepare the marina to become a premier waterfront destination in Woodbridge and beyond. Our district is home to amazing waterfront venues, and I'm glad that the state dollars we advocated for will be utilized to not only provide a recreational area for residents and visitors alike, but will provide economic benefits for the township and taxpayers. Projects like these demonstrate the generational impact of smart development strategies and I am glad that I was able to play a small role in the project's overall success and implementation. I look forward to visiting the Marina once Phase 2 is completed and enjoying the wonderful Seaworn waterfront. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. So I'll give you the quick history of this place. For some reason, the township has always owned the marina along the line. That first boat there, straight back, is the township marina. Now, I started working for the town January 1st, 1992. I remember after the 91 election, a bunch of us were taking a tour, seeing what we're getting into, looking at all the different buildings. And I remember the guy who gave us the tour said, now we're going to go see the marina. And I said, what marina? And he said, the town owns a marina. And I said, why does the town own a marina? And nobody could explain it. I don't know how long we owned it, but we did. So we've had that since then. This site right here was Captain Billy's Marina. It got on the market for sale for somewhere north of $2 million. We wound up purchasing it for $1.75 million with a county grant, and we spent another $175,000 buying some of the equipment that was here, which was very useful to us. So we got this place for $1.925 million of non-taxpayer money because it all came from the County of Middlesex Open Space Fund. And then there was the Pirates Cove Marina between us that was in such awful, horrible shape. There was some significant contamination. The bulkheads were falling into the water. The pilings were falling into the water. It was just a complete mess. So we entered into negotiations that got quite tense. We ultimately threatened condemnation and wound up buying that land for $144,000. And we didn't even really spend it. We put it in escrow because we knew we had to spend money to clean it. And a couple of weeks ago, the judge said you can have your $144,000 back. So ultimately, we got that entire piece of land for free. So now we own this whole strip from the parking lot next to this house in Captain Hook's all the way down and around the corner, all the way to the end of our marina. So if you look at the map, this is the town marina. This was Captain Hook's in here. And this was, this was Pirates Cove in here. And Captain Billy's Hooks goes all the way down there. So now we own this whole entire strip. We originally thought we could put a waterfront restaurant down here. It really is cost prohibitive because it's in a flood zone. And if you put anything permanent, it's got to be raised 16 feet. So if you want any kind of space in your restaurant, you'd be building it 16 feet off the ground and probably 2 floors above that. By the time we really took pen to paper, it was over $5 million, and it just did not seem to make sense to us to do that, so we canceled plans for the restaurant. What we are doing, however, is a tiki bar, a gigantic tiki bar, which is represented by this yellow area. It's one big, what is it, a hexagon, I guess, and 3 gazebos off of it. And if you look, you can see right over there that triangle with those white poles in the middle. That is going to be the tiki bar. It's going to have room for 215, and it doesn't have to be raised because it is a flow-through. In other words, it's built in such a way that if there is a flood, it flows right through the bar and out. So it does not have to be raised. It's going to be really fantastic. We've already had a whole lot of interest in it. And then what we're doing here is leaving this area, which is right against where that piece of machinery is, leaving this all wide open, but fenced in. And that's going to be what would have been the restaurant. It's going to be a series of rotating food trucks. People love food trucks. It's going to have a bathroom here, and there'll be tables, picnic tables and chairs, and you can bring your own chairs. It's going to have the cornhole or horseshoes, who knows. It's going to be a fantastic area, and it's all covered by the liquor license that's going to connect here. So that is going to all be the tiki bar area. We're building parking all across here. We now are standing right here, parking all across here. There already is parking the other side of the house, and a nice walkway to connect everything all across here. And then this parking lot will stay where it is. On the other side down there is we're taking out the dog park. Well, first we're building a new dog park because they're not going to have no dog park for any period. We're building a brand new dog park, a big dog park and a little doggy park. And then we're building parking for the dog park where the dog park now is. And then this area is going to be parking for the tiki bar the food area and the dog park until the winter when it's going to be boat storage. So this is an absolutely fantastic project. We also have talked to Middlesex County. Over here is Williams Park. And there's going to be a bridge connecting our land to the park. And that's very important to the county because right now the only way to get into Williams Park is an access road through PSE&G property, and it's not the most optimal way to do all that. So now it's going to be accessible through our land right across where the last boat slip is. So this is an absolutely fantastic project. We've gotten money from, as I said, the county. There was a small, not small, $1.5 million prior state grant. So far the town has put some money into it, but not much. And we're hoping not to put too much into it. But even if we do, this is going to be a very lucrative and profitable business for us. This is a wonderful, wonderful project that will really impact Seawarren. Right now, if you live in Seawarren, one of the biggest detriments was this area. It would, whoops. All right. We don't need this anymore. Oh, that's good. So if you live in Seawarren, your property value is undoubtedly increased by the fact that you no longer live next to an area with the bulkheads and the piles falling into the water. And when people drive around, when they want to buy your house, they're going to come down Cliff Road and they're going to see, they would have seen a terrible, terrible piece of scenery, and now it's going to be absolutely beautiful. We have further plans to extend the walkway, which begins at our boat launch facility at the other end of Cliff Road, and it goes about halfway down to here from 1999 when that project was done. And we actually are in pretty good shape to get between a $3 and $4 million grant from the federal government to continue that project and bring it down as close as possible to here. So we have a whole lot of great things happening in Seawarren, and this project is going to be absolutely fantastic when it's completed. And we have to thank our partners in the county, our partners in the federal government, but today, most importantly, our partners in state government, Craig Coughlin, Joe Vitale, and Yvonne Lopez, and of course, Governor Murphy. I also want to introduce the team here. We have, to my far left is Vito Simaluka, the business administrator. Next to him is Sharon McAuliffe, and I'll ask Sharon if you'd like to say a few words in a minute. She represents the first ward of Woodbridge proper and Seawarren. Carolyn Ehrlich is the chief of staff and head of redevelopment. And the woman in charge of this entire project is Heather LaMotta. She is day-to-day involved with every single aspect of this project. Everything that we're doing here goes through her. I also should mention T&M Associates, which has been fantastic for us. They could not attend today, but it's really Heather that's the glue of this project. So I want to thank Heather LaMotta personally for everything that she's done. And now Sharon, whoops, everything's flying away. Sharon, do you want to say a few words as the local councilwoman?
Hi everybody, how you doing today? This is a great day here. This is going to make an amazing part of Seawarren. This is going to give the residents of Seawarren, not just Seawarren, of Woodbridge Township, a great place to come down, hang out. If you have a boat, you can come here, launch your boat down at the end, come down here, hang out, bring your family, have some fun. People from the dog park are going to be able to come over and get themselves some refreshments at the Tiki Bar. But just overall, how the mayor had said, it's going to improve the property values of Seawarren and make Seawarren just a little bit more beautiful than it already is. So we're so proud of everything that this town is doing for the township. Thank you so much for your contributions and the work that you're, and Heather, thank you so much because you're doing an excellent job to make this a nicer place for the residents of Woodbridge and Seawarren. Thank you.
So we should note that the Tiki Bar area is all doggy friendly, which is very cool. What else we have? Anything else? Oh, I want to mention August 25th, we're having an open house here for Seawarren residents. Anybody from Seawarren can come between 5 and 9 on Friday, August 25th. We're going to have, if you look over there, we have portable stage. We're going to have mini concerts down here, definitely next summer. But this August 25th, Hollow Molly, which is a great local country band, Mike Arway, who's the head of the band, is from Seawarren and lives like right around the corner here. So we're thrilled that they're going to be the first one to play here. So August 25th from 5 to 9, we have somebody coming in to provide food, food trucks. We'll have somebody coming in to offer other refreshments for sale, and it's going to be the official kickoff of the whole project. And it's going to be called Anchor's Tiki Bar, right?
Yeah.
Anchor's Tiki Bar. A lot of people don't like that name. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm the one that matters. So, Carol, you want to say a few words? Go ahead.
Just a few. So I just want to say that as Chief of Staff and the Director of the Redevelopment Agency, I go through a day and I'm making decision after decision after decision. But there is no doubt that the one very best decision that I ever made was to have Heather LaMotta be the project chair of this Marina project. And she's just doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Wanted to give her the opportunity to shine, and she has done more than shine. She has blossomed, and we are all so proud and so happy of the job that you're doing.
Yes, yes. And the last thing I forgot to mention is there'll be dock and dine, which we think is really cool. There'll be 8 dock and dine slips, so somebody can literally bring their boat up to the outskirts of the Tiki Bar area, come up the plank, go inside, have something to eat, something to drink, take some food with you, and go right back out on the water. So it's got all the amenities of a typical Tiki Bar, and people love being outside to eat. People love being on the water to eat, and that's why this is going to be so unbelievably successful, and we can't wait for it to open. Thank you all for being here.